Day trading as a whole is a lot easier than people make it out to be. And I'll prove it to you, realistically. As far as the difficulty concerns, go to Google, type in day trading charts, and you'll see so many images of people having a chart, 10 different indicators, things called VWAP. You're like, I don't know what these abbreviations are. Volume. There's these little rectangles that are going up and down. They're called candles, and there's like wicks on it, right? So it kind of makes sense, but kind of doesn't. But then you kind of sit back and think about it. What's so complicated about it? It's the same as, I don't know, buying and selling a bottle of water to someone. When you buy it, it might be $1. When you sell it, it might be $1.50. You bought a stock, an option, whatever it is, for $1. You sold it to someone for $1.50. It's because the price went up in value for whatever the reason. I don't care the reason why it went up. I care that I made money. Some people look too deep and say, oh, why did the stock go up? There's a news. I don't give a crap why it went up. I'm selling it for money. I don't care. So when it comes to stocks, right? Think about it. Like as far as what I trade, well, not to get complicated, I trade SPY options, same day expiration contracts. Long story short, it's basically how it works. If I'm right about the direction, for 2 minutes, sometimes 3, I'll get between 5 to 10% of profit. So if I put in 10 grand, I earn $1,000. And if you've seen a chart, sometimes like anybody, even a 5-year-old can look at a chart and be like, what's the direction of it going? Up, down, or sideways? Little 5-year-old, oh, it's going down. They can see that. And you just need to jump in for 2 little minutes. Look at any of my live trades. It's literally as simple as that. But people overcomplicate it because of 2 reasons, right? From a human being perspective, generally, what we typically are in 2 buckets, sometimes in the middle, but 2 buckets. Introverted, extroverted. The people that are really good at trading are the introverts. Introverts by nature typically are the ones that they're very internal by nature. They don't really talk to many people. They keep their emotions bottled up if they even have the emotions. But for the most part, sometimes they can be robotic, which is fine. Sometimes they're the best traders because they don't let their emotions come out. As a result, if something bad happens in their life, they don't care. They're like, 2 minutes, buy, sell. 2 minutes, buy, sell. 2 minutes, buy, sell. Cool, I'm up 30%. $3,000. Done and done. Now, for most other people that aren't extremely introverted, but the other camp, if you're extroverted or somewhere towards that side of the pendulum, it's, okay, hey, 2 minutes, cool, I understand, Maurice, that makes sense. But I just had an argument with my spouse about the fact that I didn't do the dishes. But you know what? I'll get my 2 minutes. You know what? Screw that. I did all the dishes. She put something in the sink. That's why I didn't do it. She did it later. You have this whole spill about it. And then you go do the trade. You're like, I'm not going to do 2 minutes. I'm getting 6 minutes. I'm 3xing my profit because I was right and I deserve to be right. And then you lose 16x. You're in the trade too long, for one. But part 2, it's like you need to have sniper trades that the trade comes to you and you get out when the trade tells you to get out. Not you get out when the chart says, hey, I'm telling you to get out. It's time to get out. But you're staying in because internally you're having a battle that something happened in your personal life. So you're going against things because of that reason. No. The introvert that we talked about earlier, okay, in, out, done. They don't care. It's fine. So that some of the best people are the ones that can't communicate. And because they can't really communicate that well, they can't teach and educate, basically. So if they can't teach and educate, that's why it's such a mystery on how to do trading correctly. Because the ones killing it are the ones that can't speak, for the most part. So as a result, am I a billionaire trader? No, I'm not. As you can tell, I communicate pretty well. Am I a 6-figure earner? Yes. Do I earn 7 figures a year? Yes. But I'm not the best trader, period. I thankfully just have background in IT. I went up that route because I was very technical, but I went up that route to essentially be the communicator of it from a leadership perspective, director of IT. So I have the mix of both. I have the best of both worlds. So it works for me. Other people in IT, it works for them too. So it is what it is. So the final piece of what I'm trying to say is, from a psychology perspective, work on yourself as a human being, and who you are as a person will bleed into who you are as a trader. Guaranteed. As an example, if you go to your 9-to-5 job or your job period right now, you hate every ounce of it when you're in there. When you go to trading, you're going to be overly aggressive because you're like, I just want to leave this job ASAP. Maybe you're not, or let's go over a different angle. Maybe you're not overly aggressive with it. You're like, I hate my job, but I'm not aggressive with it. Fine. Don't you want to leave tomorrow if possible? Are your trades maybe showing that because you're taking 20, 30, 40 trades in a week when you shouldn't be? And max, should be taking 5 at most, right? I sometimes take 3. So there's no reason why you need to be trading beyond me, as an example, from a quantity perspective, right? So you don't need to rush things. Whatever it is, it's even with their job. Again, find something you like about the job, or find someone in the job that you like about the job. Something. So when that's positive and you go do trading, and that also can be positive, rather than you go to your job and it's negative and you bring that negativity over to the trading world, because again, who you are as a person bleeds heavily into who you are as a trader. If you're overly positive, when you go do trades, it's going to be a loss of a trade. You're like, you know what? It'll come back. I know it'll come back. If you're overly negative, you'll never enter trades because you think nothing's going to work. There needs to be a fine balance of reality in your head. And I've worked on myself so I can understand how trading works, but understand who you are internally up here and internally down here.